time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live. Today's Tuesday, April 14th. S&P up another 77 points, over 1% higher. NASDAQ even stronger, up 428. That's about 1.68%. Russell's up 35, 1.3%. And the Dow's up 324, which is about 0.66% higher. Gold up 2%. Silver is up almost 5%. Notes and bonds both up about a third to a 0.5%. 10-year yield down 1%. Oil is down 7.5% now, back below $92 a barrel. Natty gas is down 1%. Soybeans finished red. Wheat up almost 2%. Corn up about a 0.5%. Euro and the pound both up about a quarter to a 0.5%. And Bitcoin up 1.3%. VIX down 4%, 18.35 is the current reading. Had a little dip about an hour ago, but that is getting all bought back up. Looks like we're heading back towards highs. As far as my trading today, I've got my BIX. I've had one double stop. And yeah, after that last push, no open tranches. So one double stop. TAT shows down 3K, but I think I'm down more like 1,400-ish after selling longs. Let me double check. Down about 1,800. Yeah. So most likely a small red day. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a big red day with another big move. Did two Elmos, got stopped on one, and then made profit on another, so a little less than $100 red on between the two Elmos. Day trading, another small green day. Just a little over $300. Had a I hit a profit target both on Tesla and PLTR, but then it dropped pretty quickly. So both of those were small red trades, and then I got back in PLTR for a nice winner, so it ended up plus 300 and something on the day for day trades. And then double calendar, DC time machines. I've got 3 on right now. I put on a 3.6 that was up nicely. It was up $300-400, getting close to transforming. I thought it was well on its way, and then all of a sudden the volatility between the front and the back flipped on me, so now it's down about 400. So I'll definitely close that out by the end of the day. It's a shorter duration, 3.6. On the number 116, which is a 1013 that I put on this morning, that one's up about 1,200. Hasn't transformed yet. I've got an order to transform 10 of those 12 lots. Has not filled yet. And then number 115, which was an 1114 from yesterday, so today is a 1013. That one's up a little bit. So that one could use a little bit more downside. I will we'll see where we're at. I'll most likely, I've got an order to transform this, which could still possibly happen, probably not. So I'll probably end up closing that one by the end of the day. Either it'll get transformed if price comes down, or if it doesn't, I'll close out for whatever. It's up, looks like $100-200 right now. No one DTE today. Yeah, so that's all. That's it for me on my trading. NASDAQ printing new highs as we speak. Bitcoin kind of rolled over. It's still up 1.4% from the gap up, but had that initial push of strength and it's been kind of sweeping lower. Yeah, if price doesn't come down to transform, I'll most likely close that out by end of day. It's number 115. Just a relentless squeeze continuing. What a squeeze, what a squeeze. SPX 63.15. March 30th. Today, 69.63. 630 points higher in 2 weeks. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen a squeeze this strong, to be honest. I'm sure I have. I mean, this, I guess after Liberation Day, that one was pretty strong. But not like this. I'm sure there's been others in the past, but I mean, that is just a straight up move, almost back to all-time highs. As far as, so we had PPI this morning. That would have been right here on S&P. Had a little bit of a shake and bake, very little movement. Came in about as expected. We've had a bunch of Fed speakers today, but I don't think the market has any market movement really has much to do with what they're saying. Tomorrow, Empire State Manufacturing, which is pretty much nothing. Thursday, Philly Fed Manufacturing and unemployment claims, pretty much nothing. Look at this. Unemployment claims they usually have is classified as a red folder event, and on Thursday it's orange. I guess Forex Factory is realizing some of these employment and inflation-related data points are not market-moving events right now. And then Friday, for some reason, Waller is classified as an orange folder as opposed to a yellow. Due to speak about the economic outlook and monetary policy at Auburn University. So I'm not sure why Waller is more important than the others, but that's what it shows. See if there's any earnings we want to play today. Today is Tuesday the 14th, so nothing after the bell. Before the market opens, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, ASML. Bank of America is a $53 stock, about $4 under all-time highs. Yeah, those options are liquid, but way too cheap to do anything with. Not enough juice. Morgan Stanley, I don't think, is S&P hitting new highs. Sheesh. What a move. It's not really affecting my double counters too much yet from where they were just 20 minutes ago, but keeping an eye on them. Morgan Stanley, $185 stock. Yeah, it's pretty liquid. Options are decent. The thing is, with this big vol crush and this big move higher, the juice to sell any premium for earnings isn't necessarily there. I mean, look at the implied volatility indicator of the last, this is the 21 day implied volatility. It's at 0 compared to where it was. Now they were obviously super juiced on that move down. So it's all relative, but still a lot of premium got sucked out before earnings cycles here. Of course, you could do directional broken wing fly. Calendar still might work. So the 3-day options are showing implied volatility of 46% versus 33 for the 31-day options. So a little bit of juice, but not as juiced. So those are the only ones. Oh, yeah, those are the only ones. Only ones tradable. Joseph T, your 1013 got transformed. Nice. Yeah, mine might have been able to. I had a little bit higher credit that I was going for. So I'm not sure. I may have been able to transform mine for 0 risk, but I was going for a little bit more. Still could happen. You got 5.25 credit over. Nice. Yeah, that's about what I'm going for. I paid $12.45 for the double calendar. I'm trying to get $17.75. And it's trading at about $17.45, $17.50 now. But this up move continued isn't going to do it any favors. Yeah, I blame you for I wasn't even going to do a 3-6 until Naughty Dog talked me into it, so we can all blame him. Let's see. So you did the 680 puts, or the 880 and 995s. I did the 860 and the 965s. So you took yours at 10:07 Eastern, so 9. Oh, so about the same time. You just took a it a little bit more bullish. Yeah, you kind of skewed yours a little bit more bullish. So nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on the old earnings plays. Moel, anybody else? You guys do anything? Russell had a little bit bigger dip. It's not even back up to highs of day yet, but
Order
S&P and
partially
NASDAQ
filled.
are ripping.
Order filled.
Ripping. SPX is now 34 points away from all-time highs. Holy moly. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. I mean, I've been saying I thought it was going to be kind of just a buy every dip market back up to all-time highs. I just didn't after the war was over, kind of, or the agreement thing. But I just didn't think it would take 4 days. I thought it would take like 4 weeks. Crazy. Cray. NVIDIA is at highs of day. It's up 3.5%. MSTR is also up 3.5%. It's off of its highs though. Tesla is up 3.5%. Biggest movers, quantum names. IONQ's up 19. QBTS is up 15. RGTI is up 11. Robinhood's up almost 10. MU's up 8. Meta's up 4. Amazon's up 4. FSLY is down 15%. Had a huge run from $14 a share, or actually $8 a share up to 34. Now it went from 34 to 20 in 3 days. Oh, there's a little white candle on my board. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's correct. I haven't seen many of those. FIG is down 3%. Halliburton down 3%. Intel, for some reason, is down 3%. Lulu down 2%. S&DK, which has been hot, is down 1%. Still didn't. S&DK still hit a new all-time high today before coming down. Okay, we're getting a little tiny dip. SPX hit 69, almost 69.70. Just had a little 8-point drop. I would like to get number 116 transformed, at least those 10 out of 12 that I have working. It's getting close. It's tapping my order. It's jumping all around it. Maybe I'll go ahead and get that one. Get that one filled. I'll try 1760. Let's try 55. This is number 116. I'm trying to transform 10 of the 12 lots. Price kind of bounced on me. I'll leave my order at 55 for a minute. All right, starting to fill just filled 1755, filled a couple contracts. A couple more. All right, there we go. And S&P popped right back up to highs. Yeah, is it still proposed? I was on my phone when I was looking at that, Naughty Dog. I knew they were trying to do that. I wasn't sure. It's finalized? Okay. I mean, I know it hasn't gone into effect as of a couple days ago because I have a Schwab account in my wife's name. Oh, today? Okay. I was going to say I have an account in my wife's name that's under 25,000 in Schwab, and I totally forgot about the whole pattern day trade rule. I was trying to do a bunch of stuff in it, and I got shut down. I was like, oh, yeah, pattern day trade rule. Forgot about you. So that'd be cool, because they were talking about bringing it down to like $2,500. Is that what? Did it say anything about that? Yeah, I'll read it. I'll read through it and I'll kind of report back. I haven't had a chance yet. Ooh, good one. Good point, Naughty Dog. That's the way to do it. I was telling Joseph T, if I was going to have another kid, I'd probably name him Claude. That's how cool Claude is. That 3.6 today, that was disappointing. That one looked like it was ready to go, and then it completely reversed on us. About 7 minutes till MOC. Number 115 from yesterday. It's starting to get close. I may be able to get filled to remove risk right now. Okay, 2K, yeah. I knew it was something like that. Which is good. That's such a dumb rule anyway. That came about back in 1999 when people started day trading. E-Trade was kind of the only broker around to like self-directed trading. And I remember, I was doing it. Everybody started kind of day trading their own accounts. And then when the internet bubble popped in March of 2000, a bunch of people lost a bunch of money and cried. And then that's when the SEC implemented that PDT rule. But it's just such a ridiculous rule. So good. Glad they're doing away with it. It's just ridiculous to why if you have more than 25,000 in your account, why should you be able to trade more than 3 times in 5 trading days or whatever the stupid rule was? It's the government trying to protect you from you, which I just can't stand. Yeah, and why is somebody who has 25,000 more competent than somebody who doesn't? You know what I mean? And why did you choose 25,000? There's just a whole bunch of things about it that just didn't make any sense. finally got a pause on this rip. Let's see what the old Mahomes are trading for. SPX is at about 65. $65 fly is trading for just over $1. Maybe $1.10. You know, and then the other thing is like, you know, I know a lot of people in this community, for example, are, you know, probably have accounts over 25,000, so may not be. But what if you know, even if you want to have like multiple accounts, let's say you had a $100,000 account, but you wanted to split it into 3 or 4 things so you could trade different strategies and not have strike overlap and all that stuff. Well, you're penalized for doing that. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm glad they finally came around. With price keep going out of tents, no. I mean, you have to understand, Kelvin, that you're gonna have price inside your tent about 25% of the time. I mean, 75% of the time, it's not. That's just how it works. Yeah. So, no, I mean, look what SPX has done. Let's pull up a daily chart. Like, that's typically not gonna expire inside your tent when it's going one direction. You know, just like the last few weeks of March, I didn't have any expire in the tent the last 3 weeks. The first week I did, but the last 3 I didn't, because SPX was closing at its lows every single week for 3 weeks in a row. Well, that's not going to work out. But you don't know when that's going to happen. You don't know. It's just a probabilities game.
1 minute going out to get the market and close imbalance data.
1 minute till MOC. Two-sided action. That's what we're looking for DCTMs. Let's get a big sell number. How about a big sell? Is that possible? If this thing rips. Ugh.
Market and close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 91 million, Nasdaq 100 buy side 353 million, Dow 30 sell side 103 million, Mag 7 sell side 182 million.
Tiny buy side, and the S&P is moving higher. Okay, so for my number 115, what do I need here? I need 1680 to transform for no risk. It's trading right at 1680. I'm going to move my order to, I'm getting a little dip. I'm going to move it to 17. See if we can't get a fill here. Okay, a little bit of a dip. Keep it coming. Keep her coming. All right, I'm going to come down to 1690. Looks like it's trading between 1660 and 1680. I'll let that sit. That's on number, that's the one from yesterday. Whatever number that was. All right, so SPX is at 61. $60 butterflies trading for $1.50-ish. $65, about the same. Coming down to 60. I'm going to try to get filled on the 60 fly. Oh, it bounced. Bounced 2 points. Looked like I was close to getting filled. Here we go, coming back down to 60. Oh, kind of pushing now. Whoa, there's a little shimmy shake. All right, filled the 60 fly. Just looking at it, bounce around. You know, like here's my oops. Here's my order. Here's the mark. And it's just kind of bouncing between 60 and 90. It's at 85, 75. 90's not filling, so it's somewhere between 60 and 80. Just kind of watching it. SPX up to 64. Got about 2.5 minutes. There's 65. That's full Mahomes. If we can expire above 65. I was hoping for 5 points lower for my DC. I need 1680 to remove risk, so I could still go down 10 cents. But I'll do that after the bell here, if that doesn't fill. And then my 3.6, yeah, that's not going to do anything. It's going to get closed. Mahomes, 90 seconds. Got to stay above 65. There's 66. One minute to go. There's 67. So it looks like my BICs are going to be one double stop and the rest one-sided. So a little bit red on the day for BICs. SPX 66. Ten seconds. Three, two.
Order cancelled.
Ding, ding, ding. Little markup.
Order
69,
cancelled.
67.43
Order cancelled.
for the max profit Mahomes. Plus 2K to end the day. I like that. Winning day trades, winning Mahomes. BICs are a little bit red. Elmo, basically a scratch, tiny red. DC's overall green, I think. Let me just make sure here. Even with the 3-6 loser. Yeah. The one from yesterday and then the one from this morning's up about 1,400. All right, all. That's a wrap for today. Everybody have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the morning. Day trading live at the market open. Talk to you later. Cheers.